Can you curse on this? Can we curse? Okay.
All right. So
yeah,
today's episode, we got Hollywood Pop,
the one and only. What up, E?
Lamar, the Spike Lee of the the Spike Lee Columbia High School at these games.
I was telling about it. You know what I mean? I was like the team mascot senior year, B. I was at all the home games. You know what I mean?
The heckler spectator.
The heckler extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire, man.
Yeah, give me that one. That was my bop back then in high school, man.
This is a little bit of a special episode, man, because we're gonna talk about everything, not just, Columbia basketball. As you know, we always debate off the camera about everything. You know what I mean? So we got to start talking. I've been told I need to diversify my questioning. Yes, because other people want to tune in, and they don't really care too much about Columbia basketball. So, special guests like Pop on this very instance. So, you know what I mean? Pop.
Yo.
We're gonna start off with Columbia though.
Okay.
So when you come here, you came here in what?
I moved here in 99, September 99.
99. Why don't you tell the people where you came from?
The Bronx, New York, Fordham and Webb. You know what I mean?
Spoken like a true Bronx guy.
Feel me? Shout out to Fordham and Webb. You know what I mean? Fordham Hill Oval, Building 7.
Why don't you tell me what you remember from your freshman year in Columbia?
What, as far as basketball? Because when I think of the basketball team, there was a cat, his name was Gerard. He was a big Kenyon Martin looking dude. You know what I mean? I think he went to Xavier or Drexel. I think he wound up going to one of them type schools or something.
Okay.
But he was all right. Then I think it was you and Phoenix. Y'all were the only freshmen on the varsity team. Right?
Yeah.
Who else was it? I don't think Doug Rubenstein was on this varsity team as a freshman.
No, I think Phoenix came at the end of the season. Doug.
Yeah.
Doug
was the year after, I think. Yeah. But but they wasn't really winning like that, I don't think. Desmond was there.
But tell me what you remember about Desmond, because remember, Desmond goes in everybody's top 3. 80% of everybody's top 3, he's in there.
I mean, he had game. You know what I'm saying? He had size. You know what I mean? I think he was a point guard, right? He was like a big guard. He was like a big guard, but he was like a floor general. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He used to get to that rack. I don't remember him having the best jumper. No disrespect, but you know what I mean? I remember he had handle. He could get to the rim. You know what I mean? He had size. He was good. He was good.
You remember anybody? You remember John or Mike or John, Mike? You remember G?
I remember G. I remember the freshman year. I really don't remember none of them other cats.
You remember anybody from any other teams?
I mean, the 03 team, we had the best roster. Come on. Keep it real. We had Eddie, and I see y'all hating on Ed. Ed was a sharpshooter. Eddie the Truth Turner. I seen him win Columbia at least 3 games that last year off the jumper. Phoenix. And y'all been slandering my man Phoenix. He was a monster. Memorial Park. Come on, man. You had the crown in Memorial Park. So he was dangerous. They used to put he was like Dean Smith putting the shackles on him. I ain't calling him Jordan. But you know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, wait.
So why don't you kind of explain what the difference was between Phoenix Memorial Park and Phoenix in Columbia?
I mean, it's like it's like night and day, B. You know what I mean? In the park, it was like, I mean, it was like poetry in motion. You know what I mean? He did whatever he wanted to do. He cross you over, he dunk on you, hit fade away. He was doing everything. He was doing all that. And then he get in a organized setting, and it'd be like, you know, let Eddie do it. let somebody else do it. You know what I mean? What was the no, what's the tall kid that was in like 04?
Jeff Middleton.
Yeah, now Jeff, no disrespect, disappointing. I'm saying it. He did not hold it down.
Nah.
He used to get nervous. It's like, come on, why is this kid in the game, man? He was nervous. But he'd be like, you know what I mean? He'd be like, why are we relying on these guys, B? You supposed to be doing your thing. Russell Carter. He was like shepherding above the rim. You catch him at Memorial Park and be like, oh, she going to the league.
So you think there's a difference between Russell at Memorial Park and Russell at Columbia High School as well?
Yes.
What would you say that difference was?
Again, it was like, yo, I'm telling you, at Memorial Park, you couldn't guard Russell. You couldn't guard. He was like, he didn't play like James Harden, but he had like a James Harden, like effortless look to the game. Just left hand, right hand. You know what I mean? Jumper, pull up, whatever. I don't remember. Was he dunking on Cash?
Yeah, he was dunking.
He was dunking. Yeah, I mean, he was doing everything.
Remember he had the little my MJ dunk when
he do the little wing. He be doing all type of shit. And then he go to the game again and be like, why is he not doing this? Like, why they not giving him the ball? Why he not? We passing too much. You know what I mean? And then another dude who was nice, I don't know if he played on the team or how many years he played on the team, but Little Drew. Little Drew was a horse.
Little Drew shows up in the comments.
Little Drew was a horse. And then I'm going to give you another name. I don't even know his son's real name. I only know his street name. My man Tweak. I don't know his real name. Tweak. Yo. No, he didn't play in Columbia. I'm sure he had bad grades. But if you caught him at Memorial Park, that nigga was Kobe Bryant. I'm telling you. Tweak. He went to Columbia. I don't know, someone with a D. I don't know his real name.
Who's great? What was he?
He probably is 05, 06. Lil Drew know him. I'm calling you Lil Drew, my fault, but Drew know him. Tweak, monster. Kobe Bryant. I'm telling you, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. I'm
telling you, he one of them cats. I see that Memorial. It was like, where the fuck where his game come from?
All right, so
that's a gem. Yo, put that in the comments. Tweak, if y'all know Tweak game, monster.
All right, so you talk a lot about Memorial Park, right? So you was at Memorial Park a lot.
Yeah.
I need a story from Memorial Park. You know, there's thousands of stories that go on. Some always went down in Memorial Park. I need a story that you remember that comes to mind when you think back on it.
Oh man. Yo, I remember one time, dude went and got the strap. You know what I mean? he went and got the gun. It was like, yo, hold up. we in high school. Hold up.
What happened?
Huh?
What happened? What was the story?
It was me and Derek. Rest in peace, Derek. We playing we in the park, and some cat, I think he was probably from Irvington. And you know, we was busting his ass. Derek was busting his ass. And I think Derek fouled him, right? So boom, Derek found him hard. So he tried to act tough. He's like in his 20s. He's like, yo, little nigga, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, Derek sarcastic. He's like, what you, shut up. You know what I mean? He sunned him. And dude's like, oh, you think it's a joke? Like, he pulled the white man can't jump. He's like, oh, I'm going to the car. Like, I'm about to get my gun and kill everybody. Like, yo, hold up. We just playing. We sorry. Don't do it. Like, nigga went to the car. We bounced.
This was after high school.
This was in high school. This was probably like senior year. It might have been 2004, but I think it was 03. Some light-skinned dude, I think he was missing a tooth. He was like, I'm going to get the strap. And we got up out of there. And then my man Hot, some big gorilla was trying to get at my man Hot. And you know, we had to like, yo, chill. But it was some big.
Explain that story. Tell me how it went down, man.
Yo, I forget the details, but I know son was built like Debo. And he was ready to get at my man Rodney, man. He was about to like twist him up. It was like, yo, chill. We had to, you know what I mean? Had to do all of that with the talking, and then they left Rodney alone, but dude was about to twist him.
Was you there when he got into that fight one time?
That's what I'm talking about. With the big gorillas. I don't think it was fisticuffs though. That dude was too big to be fighting. Nobody was fighting him. He was huge. I think he might have. I don't remember the details, man. But it was dangerous. But then Columbia was that situation was dangerous. But Memorial was cool though. You know what I'm saying? You had dudes like Ish. Remember Ish?
Yeah.
Oh man, he was like Durant. Like he was just like George Gervin. He be finger rolling and shit. And then remember the old dude they used to show with a whole team? The old bald dude, and he used to sit in a lawn chair. And he would show with like some 6'8".
With a whole bunch of kids, right?
Yeah, he would show with like the Irvington basketball team. But remember, it was like a big 6'8" dude.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
And he'd be out there popping shit the whole day.
It wasn't that.
I give you another story of Kyrie Irving's spotting.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving. This is the year he went to Duke. So it's after he graduated high school, before he went to Duke. He pulls up at Memorial Park by himself at like 6 o'clock, right? There's two cats that's out there. I forget where they was from. They was both like 6'4", right? So they come to the park. They start terrorizing the park. These two guys, they start terrorizing the park, right? So boom, all of a sudden you see Kyrie walking down the little ramp, the little hill, right? So all the high school kids going crazy. They're like, oh my God, look, it's Kyrie coming. Oh shit, they're losing their shit, right? So he walking there, he like, oh, we got 5, blah, blah. Yo, he tore these two 6'5" niggas apart. I mean, all the Kyrie Irving that you know, he was doing that to them in Memorial Park. Just all of that. Yeah. Crazy. And it was like, they left. He ran them out of there. They played 2 games and they went home. They was like, all right, I'm out. He the truth. That's a fact. Kyrie Irving, I don't remember what year he went to college, but he pulled up at Memorial Park by himself in the summer, like early August, and torched 2 big 6'5" niggas by himself and went home.
That's crazy. Okay, so
the fact.
I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions. I want you to fill in the blank, and this is gonna kind of end our Columbia segment. All right.
All right.
The player I'm most disappointed in.
Oh God.
He played basketball for Columbia High School is.
Yo, look. I'm going with Middleton, man. I'm going. I'm gonna be different from everybody else. I'm going with Middleton, man. No disrespect. But you was like 6'8". You used to give us like 6 rebounds a game, yo. You wasn't doing shit. No disrespect, but you wasn't handling your business. Like Jeff Middleton.
Okay.
Most disappointing. No disrespect.
All right. The best 3 players I've ever seen at Columbia High School are.
I'm gonna go Phoenix. I'm gonna go Gerard. I'm gonna go with the host of the show, Eddie Turner, man. Out of here. Nobody was shooting like him. And I'm not saying that because I'm an invited guest on the man's show. Nobody was shooting like Eddie.
It's about time somebody remembered.
That's my top 3, man.
03. All right.
And listen, if you play after me, I'm not even counting you, man. You was little when we was there, man. I'm not counting you. No disrespect. I know you're gonna be like, oh, this nigga talking shit. I'm only going with the 4 years I was there, what I saw. Gerard was when we got there, Gerard was the man. Then Phoenix was the man. And then Eddie took it from Phoenix. It's a fact.
Okay. And the most memorable thing I remember from any of the games I watched is
when we ran the dude from Seton Hall Prep, when we gave him nightmares. What was the point guard's name with the S curl?
Shell, played point guard for Rutgers.
Yeah, we terrorized him one year. He couldn't even hold the ball. Like every time he touched the ball, the whole crowd started quacking like a duck. Quack, quack, quack. He was hot potato. He didn't want the ball.
Why was they quacking?
Oh, because of course, you know what I mean? I was in the crowd. I'm like, look, son looked like a duck. So every time he touched the ball, we gonna start quacking. And they went with the crowd went with it. So every time he touched the ball, we all started quacking. And he started getting nervous and started giving up the rock. You know what I mean? So that's the most, because I was like, oh shit, the whole school, like the whole home side, we quacking. He touched the ball, we quacking.
Okay. You remember any of those Morristown games or not?
No, I don't remember no Morristown games. I missed all the, like, if there was fisticuffs, and I missed all of that. They didn't do that when they came to Columbia. It wasn't no fights in Columbia.
Okay. All right. So that's pretty much gonna end our Columbia segment.
Even though, hold up, I remember one year we went to EO campus. I think I went to that game. I was at that game, and that shit was thick, boy.
What year was that?
It was like the whole school was there to root against Columbia.
Oh, what was that? Yeah.
I might have been senior year again, 03. Maybe 02. I forget the year, but that's when it was like gangs and all that. It was like, yo. Yo, mom, come pick me up from the game. Shit crazy. I might not make it home.
Wasn't nothing worse than my freshman year. This is before East Orange campus, before they combined East Orange and Clifford Scott.
Mm-hmm.
We used to play East Orange High School. So we was playing East Orange High School. My freshman year, like we played East Orange. I didn't really know what to expect. You know what I mean? I don't think I have seen too many rowdy crowds at that point yet. You know what I mean? And we went there, and it was just, that was like a whole nother world. I remember during the freshman game, my man Orlando, Orlando was trying to set it off on somebody or something.
Yeah, he was tough back then. He was real tough.
You know what I mean? We was playing, and dude tripped him while he was coming down, or I don't know if he tripped him purposely, but he fouled him. So Orlando fell, he hit the ground. while he was on the ground, dude walked by. When he walked by, Leon stuck out his foot and tripped him to the ground.
Oh shit.
You know?
Yeah, Orlando was with the business. He's on the old Columbia fisticuffs team. He was one of the intimidators of Columbia back then. And he was only like 5'5". He wasn't even that big. He was scary.
Yeah, when he did that, the whole stands empty. Damn near almost tried to run on the court.
That's what I was saying. He going to East Orange was dangerous, yo. Going to East Orange, them dudes was not playing around. They was with it. And it's like, y'all don't even think y'all like basketball. Y'all just want to jump a team. Y'all just want to say, like, Columbia whooped that whole team's ass. Like it was a different kind of environment over there. For real.
That was crazy. I remember.
That's like the Boston Garden of Essex County, for real. It was like, yo, you could get, somebody might throw a battery or something at you. You know what I mean? Exactly.
And that's funny because, at that time, the way the conference was, we was the only black team they played. So,
that's what I'm saying. It was like they knew it. Like, oh nah, we the black team in this conference. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got it sweet over there, big boy South Orange. Nigga, it's real over here, nigga. It's like, yo, you know what I mean? My sneakers got holes in them, and we gonna win this game though. They was serious. For real. And whatever happened to let's stay high school basketball for a minute. What happened to Jamal Nutter, which is a pause. Jamal Nutter, what happened to him? Because I'm gonna keep it real. When we was in high school, he was that dude. Like, it was like, oh, Nutter, which is a crazy name, but that's his real name though. But he'd be like, yo, Nutter. And he used to be nice.
Yeah, I played against other players like Luau Ding and these dudes went to the NBA.
Yeah,
J.R. Smith. I played against them, but nobody was. In high school.
Yeah, high school
better than Jamar Nutter.
Yeah, he was like Buddy Hill or something. Like he was different, yo.
I don't know what he was like. He was dunking as a freshman.
Yeah, he was different. He had the NBA body.
He had step backs. He had the crossover.
He had everything, yo. He was different. Jamar Nutter. Shout out to Jamar Nutter, man. He was different.
Yeah, from what I understand, I don't know if it's anymore. Forgive me, like I said, if he's not there no more. Last time I heard, he was locked up.
Oh, damn. Free the guys. Free the guys. But yeah, he used to get busy.
Nah, he used
to get busy because the rest of their team was trash. No disrespect, but Seton Hall Prep wasn't that good. But he used to like single-handedly, you know what I mean? He come and do some Jimmy Butler type 40 points in them.
Yeah, he was. He beat us almost by himself. Well, they had Busby too, the big white guy. He was young. Dude used to get the ball and just clear the.
Yeah. That's what going back to. I'm gonna stay off of Middleton because I don't want to roast him, but that's what I'm saying. Like 6 rebounds. Like this dude was killing. He was killing the boards. I feel bad, yo, Jeff. I'm sorry, bro. I feel like I kicked his back all the way in, but
okay.
I gotta hold it down for my man Phoenix, man. Phoenix he getting slandered on here, man. Phoenix getting slandered on here. I can't.
It's kind of a backhanded compliment, you know what I'm saying? Because people, I guess, everybody thought he was like an NBA type player, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But there's more factors into making it to the pros. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but game wise or athletic ability, he had the athletic ability. He probably, you know what I mean? Yeah. He was built like Rajon Rondo or something. Like he was like, what is he like 6'1"?
Phoenix?
Yeah. Huh?
Is he taller than me?
He probably like 6'1", probably.
6 foot, 6'1", probably around there. I remember Phoenix winning.
Bunnies, he had bunnies.
We used to play in this thing called Hoop It Up, right?
Yeah, the 3-on-3 joint.
3-on-3 joint, man. We used to, and the last year we was 16. Phoenix to the dunk contest, but it was supposed to be for adults. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not gonna tell him how old I am. So he went in there in the adult joint, won the dunk contest, beat the adults.
That's what I'm saying. He was gifted physically. He had pause. He had athletic ability. And another cat who had bunnies, Mark Vincent.
Mark, why don't you kind of explain to people who Mark was to the team?
Yo, Mark Vincent was like Earl Manigault. He was doing that type of shit. He'd be like, yo, somebody climb up there, put a quarter on the backboard. And he was like 5'8". He'd jump up there and grab the quarter. Like, I never see him do that exact, but you know what I mean? He'd go and touch the top of the square on the backboard at 5'8".
Mark was the best defensive player.
Yeah. No, listen, and I'm gonna throw another name out there for defense. My man Tex. Bruce Bowen. He was baby Bruce Bowen. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't shoot, but he guards you up though. Him and Mark. You know what I mean? Mark had game.
Why don't you explain to people Tex role, or what you remember from his game?
Listen. I already kicked in enough backs today. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna talk about the eighth man and all that. We're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tex. You know what I mean? I can shit on Tex. That's my man. You know what I mean? But he can play defense. I don't roll outside of that. I don't know. But he can play defense though. He'll lock you up though.
He can shoot a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely a defensive. He played passing lanes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Defense was his thing. Offense, you know what I mean? I don't know, but he could play defense, and Mark could play defense and could jump.
Yeah, Mark was.
But he was small though.
Yeah, Mark was scoring though, definitely.
Yeah, but he was like undersized. I ain't gonna call him small. He was undersized.
Okay. Before I move on, though, is there another story that you could tell me? Memorial Park or Columbia that sticks out?
Nah, let's move on. I don't wanna.
Let's move on.
Let's move on.
All right, cool. All right.
We'll say that for the next time I come on. I got some open gym stories for y'all. I'll give y'all an open gym story next time.
You're the first person that I'm actually introducing this to.
Okay.
All right. It's a segment called Random Questions.
Okay.
All right. So I just want your opinion.
Okay.
Everyday life questions, because they told me I gotta switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? I want to listen.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we gave him plenty of Columbia High School.
Columbia High School story. All right, so we're gonna move on, right? I want to ask you this question. Mm-hmm. They're odd questions. I just want your opinion. All right.
All right.
If you found out your best friend like to get dressed up and spanked like a baby during sex, could you be his friend?
Yo, he like to get tied up and spanked. I mean, listen.
Dressed up like a baby and spanked.
I would have questions for him, like, yo, my man, what's up with the diapers and all that? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? What's up with you going to get the pins to do this?
Let me set the scene for you, right?
Okay, yeah, because that's crazy.
Now, you talk to a girl that happens to pass this information on to you. And this is the first time you see your man afterwards.
No, I'm getting on him. He getting roasted. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm giving him a rattle or something. I'm gonna humiliate him. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna do that shit after I find out. They're like, yo, you wear binkies and all that?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
No.
Still think of him as could you still think of him the same way?
Clearly not, because he a sexual deviant. He a freak. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be like, yo, you know what I mean? There's one kind of freak, and then there's the niggas wearing diapers type of freak. You know what I mean? So you gonna get put in that category, and it's gonna be like, yo, you a weirdo. But I'll still be your friend though. We can still, you know what I mean? Play Xbox.
So that'll still be cool, right? There wouldn't be.
Nah, I wouldn't disown you because your girl tie you up, and you know what I mean? I'm not gonna disown you. I'm gonna laugh at you. I'm gonna humiliate you. But I'm not gonna disown you. Nah, I ain't gonna disown you. Now, if it was some, some flagrant shit going on, then yeah, nah, we can't hang out. But I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks. This nigga like baby food thrown at him and all that. That's his thing. You know what I mean? Like, hit me with the baby food. Like, you got the joint going, yeah, spoon feed. Yo.
All right, cool.
Nah, I definitely gonna hang out with you so I can make fun of you for that one, for sure.
Second random question, right?
Okay, all right.
You find out your man's girlfriend is a transgender.
Oh, God.
What do you do?
Nah, see? Now, I know it might be controversial, but nah, he on the, don't, you getting blocked from everything.
What if he don't know?
He don't know? How you don't know that? That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't know the whole transgender lifestyle, you know what I mean? Clearly, I don't know about that, but you're not gonna see no stubbles. You don't notice that them hands is kind of rough and big, like the grip is kind of strong. Like, damn, shorty grip stronger. You know what I'm saying? How you not gonna know? So nah, ain't no. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna get too sexually explicit, but you know what I mean? You gonna know some, you know what I mean, swinging. You know what I mean? You gonna know that. Or you saying that there's no branch on the tree?
Nah, this is what I'm saying. They're not sexually active yet.
Nah, man, I gotta look at you differently, man.
Even if you didn't know?
If I cut my camera off right now and try to sound like a girl, you'd be like, that's a dude. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, yo, why your voice sound like that, right? So you gonna know, there's no way around, like, oh, I don't know. Now, if you was in a club, let's say you was in a club, you was drunk, right? Mm-hmm. And it's dark, and you over there, yo, what's up, man? You over there shooting your shot, right? And you get the number and the IG page and all that, and you like, yo, look, you show me the IG, and I look at the pictures, I'm like, that's a nigga, that's a guy, right? I'll let you slide. I'll be like, look, it was, you know what I mean? It was hazy in there, you was drinking. You know what I mean? Maybe you couldn't tell homie was a dude, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, maybe. But if I see you come to my house, or I see you in the streets and you got a homeboy in the car with you, you missed the C. You know what I'm saying? You live in that lifestyle. That's how I look at it. All right, cool. You are Young Buck from G Unit. You that guy. You know what I mean? Bobby Valentino. You one of them type guys. You like chicks with the stubble and all that.
Bobby Valentino got caught with a transgender?
He got caught with two of them. Yeah, make you change your whole playlist up. You know what I mean? Like, shit don't hit the same. Man, this slow jam don't even hit the same no more.
All right, cool. On to my third random question, right? You see your man, wife, out with another dude. She sees you, she comes up to you, she says, listen, can you give me 72 hours to tell my husband? What do?
I FaceTime that nigga ASAP right there.
So you don't take the 7, you don't give it a 7?
Hell no. Hell no. What? You over here, you know what I mean? Not respecting yourself. I'm telling on you. I ain't no snitch, but I'm telling on her. Like, look at this shit. Look. That's your girl with that dude over there. What's that about? Is that her brother? She just asked me to give her 72 hours. She trying to spend the weekend with this nigga. Nah, how I look? How I look? Because then what if she like, oh, well, I saw Pop, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody else see them and be like, yo, I seen Pop talking to her and he just let her go. He ain't even call you or nothing, right? You heard from Pop. Pop was there. Pop was at the spot when they was together. Now I'm she asked me for 72 hours. Nah, I ain't get no smut on my name. I'm telling on her. Right then and there, like, yo, your joint in here. It looked like she, you know what I mean? It looked like she sharing what's yours. You know what I mean? You need to get at that. That's just me. That, you know what I mean? That's just me. I wouldn't tell on us if me and you went and stole something. I'm not gonna tell on you. You know what I'm saying? But if your girl giving away something, and I see it, I'm telling on her. That's the guy code. You know what I'm saying? Bros before hoes.
A lot of people
it's
don't
old,
remember.
But it's true.
A lot of people don't remember that code, man.
Yeah, you gotta live by that. Because if I don't, if I don't tell you, then that means I'm trying. You know what I mean? I'm trying. I'm like, yo, I won't tell if you won't tell. You know what I mean? Then you on that type of time, and that ain't. You know what I mean? Then you a scumbag too. Okay. So yeah, tell your man, ASAP. Don't know 72 hours. That's crazy. Like what? Where you about to go for the next 3 days? Where you going? Nah, you ain't gonna have that. You ain't gonna have me going out like that. I'm telling on him.
All right, cool. Last random question, right?
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah.
You're in the park. Your man gets into it with a 14-year-old, right?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
They shoot the fair one. But he's beating your man so bad. What do? Do you jump in on a little kid?
That's it. I'm gonna keep it real. That's tough. That's tough. Because first of all, I ain't gonna let you fight no little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shorty, chill. But he might be like, nah, fuck that. Let's get it on, right? So if you decide you want to fight a little kid and the little kid start whooping your ass, I'm not jumping in that. First of all, I'm not jumping in that. I'm not jumping. There's no way like, oh, me and you jumped a teenager, a 9th grader. Nah, I'm not jumping in that. But I will break it up though. I won't let you get like you knocked out and like, nah, I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna let you go out like that. But I'm gonna let the little kid bust your ass though. For real, I'm like, ooh, because you shouldn't be fighting children. You know what I mean? Your mental gotta be like, yo, little nigga, buzz off. If you can't tell a little kid to buzz off, and then you like knuckle up with him and he beat you up? No, hell no, I'm not jumping him. No, you gonna get your ass whooped tonight. You know what I mean? And I'll be like, all right, chill, shorty, chill, he had enough. Chill, he had enough. He got a family, chill. But yeah, no, I'm gonna let you get your ass whooped.
All right, well, what if it wasn't a fight? What if he just up and they was talking crazy to each other? Your man don't want to fight him because he's 14, and he just snuffs and knocks your man out. Just snuck him.
Look. I'm gonna be like, yo, shorty, you ain't had to hit him like, you had to sucker punch him, shorty. You ain't had to sneak him like that, shorty. He tried chat. He tried chat. I'm damn sure not going. If the little kid hit hard enough to knock grown men out, I'm not trying to fight him. Nah, I'm like, yo, shorty, yo, look, you wildin', chill. He was chill. It's just, you know what I mean? It's all good. And then I'm gonna wake you up and I'm gonna make fun of you. You got knocked out by a baby? God damn, son. You got the weakest jaw of all time. Like he's like a $110, he knocked you out. Yeah, no. But I seen big ass ninth graders though.
There is, man. No, I mean,
I seen some big ass ninth graders.
It could be a ninth grader that outweighs you, bro. It catch you slipping.
Yeah, look. If you in your mid-30s, this is a message to everybody. You in your mid-30s, don't be acting all rah-rah out in public, man. Them days is over. You better chill. For real. Because more likely than you get knocked out by a 14-year-old is you're going to get shot by a 14-year-old. Little kids ain't fighting no more. They shooting people. Yeah. And if a little kid pull a gun on you, I'm running. Like, they gonna be both of us. Nah, I'm out. Oh shit, he got a gun. Out. Leaving you. I come back. If you ain't, once I hit that corner, if you ain't behind me when I hit that corner, like, oh damn. I'll pick this nigga up.
All right, cool. So look at this, right? You from the Bronx, right? What's the craziest thing you've seen growing up in the Bronx?
It was drug use. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna violence. I don't want to talk about violence. You know what I mean? But I seen a couple. It was a dude and his woman. They was in the park, right? And they sitting like facing each other on the bench, right? So I'm a little kid. I'm like 12, 13. I might be like 7th, 8th grade. So I'm walking through the park. It's night. It's like 5:30. So it's dark. It's the wintertime. So boom, I'm walking. Then all of a sudden I started smelling like burnt plastic, like plastic on fire. Like, you know what I mean? It's a real weird odor. And so I see them, I think they sitting there like kissing or, you know what I mean? I think they making out with each other or something, right? So as I look, they holding the stem and all that. They over there blasting off. So that was crazy. That was in the middle of the park. It wasn't like, oh, they was tucked away. Like, it was a main walkway. They were sitting right there smoking crack. Then on that was DeVoe Park on Fordham and University. Then on Sedgwick Avenue and Kingsbridge, right? There's like a bodega right there. I seen an old Puerto Rican nigga shooting heroin over there. He had the bone. He was all and then when I walked by, he did like that. He like covered up. You know what I mean? And we walked by, and then he was like, you see them all sprawled out on the chair and all that. So that was crazy. I seen a crackhead. You know, this is the 90s, baby. You know what I'm saying? I seen a crackhead piss herself. I mean, like, so much piss in her shoes, you can hear when she walking. and she got into a fight with somebody, some other crackhead. It used to be like this little strip. We used to call it Skid Row. It was right on for Fordham and University. It's like a pizza shop. Then it was like a little alleyway. It went on this side of the street and it went down the other way on the other side of Fordham, like that. And all the bums used to live in this alley. And they used to just hang out and be drunk and smoking crack and do all type of crazy shit in this little alley. But this one Spanish lady was like the queen of the fuck ups over there. And she got drunk. I mean, she might have been smoking crack too. She clearly was a crackhead, but she was drunk and she pissed herself and she was throwing bottles across University Avenue, which is that's like Springfield Avenue. Mm-hmm. And she was like, boom, like throwing glass bottles at this crackhead dude across the street. Man, listen, yeah. But nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? I never see anybody get their head blown off or nothing like that. Oh, I'll give you a prostitute story. I seen a prostitute with a John over there off of Secor Projects over there by the highway. You gotta be from the Bronx, you know what I'm talking about. It's uptown, but there was this like a highway, and then it's like a little street next to the highway, right? So we on bikes, me and my cousin, we on bikes, boom, boom. So there used to be like a whole stroll back over there by these projects. So we riding over there, and we drive by a car, and it was an old dude, it was an old Spanish dude in the front seat. And he was looking nervous, like, you know what I mean? He was all nervous looking and shit, right? He all, So I'm like, what the hell he doing? Me? So I look over, and in the back seat, it was a crack whore, no disrespect. She was smoking crack though. And she was blowing dude, excuse my language, in the back seat. And he all like, you know what I mean? He having the time of his life. And his man's is just like the lookout. Like, so I ride by first. I ride by first, and then I stop. I get past the car, I stop, and I start pointing to the car. Like, yo, look. So my cousin, he all dumb as shit. He rolled right up on me, like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, you ain't see what's going on in the car? He's like, no. So then we rolled back past the car, looked in there, did another little lap, came back this way, and then we left them alone. But yeah, man, prostitution in the Bronx, 1990s, man. I seen it.
Okay. All right. So now let's get to basketball, right? Let's talk NBA.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about it.
Your man LeBron, right? Up 3-2 now.
You know what? He on the Lakers. So I'm going to claim him. I'm going to let you call him my man LeBron. Go ahead.
All right. Your man LeBron is up 3-2. All right. Assuming he has to close this, right? So assuming he don't give up a 3-1 lead. Assuming he closes this.
Yeah.
Where's he ranked?
All time?
All time.
Okay, he's not better than Michael Jordan.
Agreed.
He's not better than Michael Jordan. As far as game, he's not better than Kobe Bryant. Okay? So, as far as players that I see with my own two eyes play basketball, he's at least third. Then you got to factor in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has the greatest resume of all time. So I can't put LeBron ahead of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I just can't do it. So I got him either fourth or fifth with him or Magic Johnson. But I'm going to say, I don't see Magic Johnson. I'm going to say he's better than Magic Johnson. So I got him fourth all time. Whether he win a ring again or not, it don't matter. Him winning the ring right now don't matter.
If he wins 2 more,
it's not changing for me.
no. Even if he gets to 7,
Even if he gets to 7, it's not changing for me. And the reason why it's not changing for me, so let's put this debate to bed with him and Michael Jordan. All right, Michael Jordan won with the team that the team gave him. Now remember, he won 3 in a row. When he won 3 in a row, it hadn't been done in 30 years. So all them teams in the 70s, none of them did it. Magic Johnson and the Showtime Lakers didn't do it. Larry Bird and the Celtics didn't do it. Michael Jordan was the first one to win 3. That's why he retired after the first 3-peat.
yeah.
Because he's like, oh, yeah. You two niggas who was supposed to be Magic and Bird, y'all supposed to be the face of the league. Y'all couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just did it. I'm better than both of y'all. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So no, he's not better than Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan won with Scottie Pippen. Like Scottie Pippen's a great defender, but Scottie Pippen averaged like 16 points a game for his career. Like he's not a reliable second option. He won with a bunch of role players. LeBron took the best player from the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
He took the best player from the Toronto Raptors, and he was the best player on the Cavaliers, and they went 50% in the finals. Then he left it. Once he's seen like, D Wade is washed. He's finished being great. He bounced. I don't know if he knew Chris Bosh had blood clots. Because remember, the Rockets was trying to give Chris Bosh a max contract. Chris Bosh was thinking about leaving Miami and going to Houston. But he re-signed because LeBron left, and so they gave him the Heat gave him a max contract. But then he goes to Cleveland, where they got a number 1 pick in Kyrie Irving, right? Here he comes, he's the best player on the Heat. He comes there. So now we got 2 great players. And then he takes the best player from the Timberwolves and puts him on the team. And they got another team, and they go 1-4 in finals. Now he's in LA, and he goes and grabs the best player on the Pelicans, who's a generational player, probably the best dude that he played with. And they're gonna win 1, maybe 2. But it's a different feel. You know what I'm saying? Like he manufactured his teams, and that's credit to him for doing it. I'm not knocking him, but I can't. Look, Michael Jordan was winning with Horace Grant.
People will misunderstand what makes people great. It's not just the fact that you win that made you great.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Now, people love Michael Jordan's story, right? Or even Kobe Bryant, right? So I'll take Michael Jordan first, right?
Mm-hmm.
People love Michael Jordan's story because he was getting beat down, he was getting destroyed, he was getting embarrassed by another team, right?
Detroit.
He didn't run, he didn't leave, took all that criticism, he got in the weight room, he got better.
He improved, yeah.
He improved, he came back, avenged his loss. After that. That's why people love his story. You know what I mean?
Right.
How good is your story if you lose, they run you out of where you are? And
I mean, I don't want to slander LeBron because he's great.
No, but listen, he is great. He's getting, but we don't even know how great how much better we could have even looked at him. His greatest accomplishments, besides that Golden State Warriors thing, think about it. Is his
that's a huge feather in his cap. That's the biggest feather in his cap, is that he beat the 73-9 Warriors.
Which is crazy, by the way, because he had to tattletale on Draymond Green and get him suspended.
I mean, let's keep it real though. Draymond Green was bugging the whole playoffs. He was kicking and swiping and punching. He was doing everything, getting away with it. And he tried to do it with LeBron, and they like, nah.
He didn't kick LeBron or
he like elbowed him in the
because LeBron started with him.
Crack or some pause. Like he hit him like in the tank or something. I don't know what that was. It wasn't the nuts though, excuse me, but you know what I mean? It was the crotch. It was like the back of his crotch.
NBA Finals game for what he did though. That was a
no, but that's what I'm saying. He got suspended one because he put hands on LeBron, but remember he kicked somebody else in the chest. He kicked somebody else in the groin. He was bugging. He was bugging. It's like, yo, you got to go see cursing all the refs out. It's like, yo, you got to sit down now. Like, and plus, we can't just let these niggas get beat down like this. Like, you know what I mean? We need a series. Like, can you make this a series, LeBron? And he made it a series.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, but come on, man.
So he get full credit for that. Now, him playing GM and building his teams, like, you know what I mean? To me, you lose a little something for that. For me,
that's me. Like personally, like I said, you can look at Kobe, right?
Right.
Kobe, you can't win without Shaq, right?
And Kobe was actually dumb enough to fall for that.
Kobe takes the best player, takes whatever you want to call him, number one, number two. At the time that they left, they were closer than what people said. It wasn't like Shaq was just way better than this dude.
No, that's a myth too.
At the time that
that's a myth.
That they parted, it was either or. You know, people would say Shaq, some people would say Kobe, right?
I'll give you the first year, 2000, it was Shaq's team.
Absolutely.
After that, they shared the team.
Exactly.
But go ahead, my fault, I cut you off.
No, you're right. So, but think about it. Kobe, you can't win without Shaq. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? So he tries to do it. They give him they get Pau Gasol. Now, Pau Gasol let's keep it real. Come on. Pau Gasol is good. He's not a great player.
No.
He's not. That's not the equivalent of hooking up with KG or hooking up with D Wade or hooking up with a Kawhi. All right. Pau Gasol is not that guy. You know what I mean?
No. He's a level right below. He's below that.
He's Chris Bosh level.
There's guys that can lead you to the chip, and there's guys that can help you win a chip. He can help you win a chip, but he's not leading you to a chip.
To me, he was either a little bit worse or as good as Chris Bosh.
Yeah, they like the same level of guy.
They're like the same level of guy, right?
Yeah.
So he gets him. He loses. And remember, Pau Gasol got
twisted up.
He got I'm sorry, I don't know what the word is.
Emasculated.
Mm-hmm. Series, right?
Yeah.
So he comes back with basically the same team and he wins it again. I mean, he wins one. He comes back again after that year and wins another one and beats the team that beat him the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you know,
and that 08 Celtics team is underrated.
That's the best team I've ever seen.
I'm not going that far.
I'm honestly
that team was loaded though.
Because of the rule change, right? And this is still a little physical in the league, right?
That's not that team is not better than Kobe and Shaq. 01. It's not better than them. They would have twisted them. But that team was loaded though. It had like every role player they had was nice.
Every role player they had was tough.
EJ Brown. Sam Cassell, Eddie House.
They had something for everything. They had the greatest outside shooters of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Pierce, who was at the time I didn't know, because you know what's funny about the finals, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know how good a player actually is until he gets to the finals. It's like, I don't know what it is. Like, he plays
it's like Jimmy Butler.
Huh?
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that Jimmy Butler can't shoot threes. Did you know that? I thought Jimmy Butler was all right. I
didn't know that he wouldn't take threes.
Yeah, like, I didn't know.
He won't even shoot threes.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's like, I didn't know that. I mean, I kind of felt it, but I wasn't exactly sure. that LeBron was like a little mentally soft into that Mavs series, right?
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that. Like
that was straight up wet in the bed. That's wet in the bed. That was disgusting. And that's what I'm saying. Because of that one series, and I know this is kind of harsh, but he eliminated from the GOAT. He cannot be the GOAT and have that on his resume.
no.
Just like to me, and Kobe's my favorite player of all time. But when he decided I'm not shooting in the second half against the Suns in that game 7, and he just like, y'all can have it. You not Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan didn't do that. He didn't do it once. There's no like, I'm gonna just lay down and take the L. Like, no, like I seen LeBron do it. I seen Kobe do it that one time. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan is blemish free in that regard. So that's why he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? He's the GOAT. So yeah, LeBron, we filming this Sunday before game 6. So Friday, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Game 5. What was that? You know what I'm saying? Not only, I mean, yeah, because that's the thing about his fans that love him and think he the greatest. It's like, yeah, he'll give you that when he's, I'm 6 for 8 from 3. I got 40 points. Oh, look at all the rebounds, look at all the assists. But then when the game on the line, you giving the ball to Danny Green. Knowing damn well he's not making that. And then I got the audacity to be like, oh, well, I trusted him. He just didn't make the shot. Like, that's cold-blooded, man. For real, that's cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, no.
That ain't right.
Michael was definitely pulling up. I mean, you know, Michael will pass. He might have passed that too. I don't know. But listen, he's built like that for a reason. Nobody can stop him from getting to the basket. He could have got there if he really wanted to. But he's always that, and that's another thing. Mentality actually goes into it, right? So, I mean,
definitely, that's where he loses out.
Yeah,
physically, he's better than damn near anybody ever.
Anybody? I mean, listen,
like Shaq, man, that's about it.
Like the whole Rocky IV thing, right? You got Rocky, you got the big Russian, right? He's the fastest, biggest, strongest person ever at that point, right? But
you could break him mentally.
You know what I mean? Somebody who's tougher than him.
Yeah.
Got more heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hate to say that about LeBron because LeBron his game is awesome. Like, he's a monster. But it's something missing. Like, he don't want, which is crazy because like, yo, my man, you 3-6 in the finals.
Yeah.
Like, what you got to lose at this point? You might as well shoot and miss the shot. Like, what they going? Skip Bayless still going to ride you. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you afraid of at this point? You can't tell me you the GOAT because you won in 2016 and then get your head beaten twice after that, and then get to the finals again, and then you don't want to seal the deal, and you got the Black Mamba jerseys on.
Yeah.
There was so much history on the line in that game, and he just like, let Danny Green shoot it. Come on, man. Nah. It was the right play to make, but no.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't want it. We don't got to. It's basketball. You don't got to make the right play at the end of the game. Win the game.
At the end of the game, that's the right play in the first quarter.
Yeah, win the game right now. Right now, we all watching because we expecting you to get number 4. Not because we care about Danny Green winning his 3rd ring. We don't care. He undrafted. We don't care about Danny Green. We here to see you. Like, make the shot. You told me. He said he was better than Michael Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. He said he was better than Michael Jordan, Kobe, Magic. He was better than all of these guys. That's what he said. He said he was the GOAT, right? Shoot the ball then. That's why I can't call it. That's why when you say, oh, you got Bron, it's like, You know what I mean? Because you be freezing up on me a little bit.
Yeah, well, and let's not forget, I mean, the competition he's playing against, right? He's playing a team that's missing their leading scorer. You know what I'm saying?
And Jimmy Butler, we gotta give props to Jimmy Butler, because Jimmy Butler, before this playoff run, right? I looked at him as just a guy.
Me too. Me too.
So if you can lead a team to the championship level, like they probably won't win the chip, but you could lead them to that level, then he elevated himself to me. Even though he's not shooting, like you said, he don't even really shoot threes. His game kind of awkward, but you know what I mean? He's coming with the intangibles. He's the anti-Paul George.
Exactly, the anti-Paul George. It's crazy, right? So if Jimmy Butler was on the Clippers, they would have been a better team than Paul George being on the team, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. I text my man that actually during I was like, yo, if the Clippers had Paul George, he wouldn't allow that. Like, you know what I mean? That's Paul George is just mentally weak. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy is got that dog that you need. I heard that actually Kawhi was trying to get him before he was getting Paul George. Paul George is like his third choice.
Yeah, I remember him reaching out to Jimmy Butler, but he's like, nah, I want my own team.
Yeah.
Which seemed crazy at the time, but now.
Yeah, right. But let me ask you a question, right?
I'm listening.
Can Jimmy Butler get that same energy that LeBron gets, right? Because when LeBron takes the team to the finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. Some of his greatest achievements are losses that everybody talks about. Oh, he took a whole bunch of bums to the finals. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, he took these bums to the finals. Then when he got to the finals, right, when he's playing without Kevin Love, without Kyrie Irving, right? What'd they say? He took the Warriors to 6. No Kevin Love, no Kyrie Irving. They was giving him, and he got more MVP votes in that series than Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
In 6.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler's playing without Goran Dragic. Bam Adebayo was hurt. Still lost.
Yeah.
That same energy, can he get some MVP votes too?
No.
Are we going to say that Jimmy Butler took a bunch of nobodies to the finals? No. He's taking AD and LeBron to 6 without.
No. Like I said, he get props for that. As far as like what the whole world gonna say about him, I mean, it's a cute little story. Like, oh, you like the little engine that could, but it's LeBron. Like all the focus gonna go on LeBron.
If this were,
and they're gonna say, oh, well, it's the bubble. You know what I mean? They're gonna create excuses for how they got to this point. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta take your hat off to him. He's been getting busy.
So I mean, if this were LeBron and not Jimmy Butler doing this on the other side,
yeah.
I
mean, we've seen this with LeBron. He did that 3 times already.
Yeah.
He did the Jimmy Butler 3 times. He did it in 2018 with that Cavs team with Larry Nance Jr. starting, which is crazy.
I mean, in all honesty, though, let's just be honest, bro. He beat the Celtics before Jason Tatum was Jason Tatum.
He was a rookie.
He was a rookie. Jaylen Brown wasn't the Jaylen Brown he is now. He was a second year. He was a sophomore, a second-year player.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really love Jaylen Brown game right now, but yeah.
Al Horford, Mark Morris, that
was a good team. I mean, he was playing with like rec players though.
He had Kevin Love.
Kevin Love is a bum.
Yeah, the guy that he took from Minnesota. That's what he wanted. He made his team trade.
Look, I'm not saying that was a good move, but I'm saying Kevin Love is a bum. No disrespect. He's a bum. He's just a guy. And he was definitely just a guy in 2018. He wasn't like, oh man, the Kevin Love that was getting 20 points and 20 rebounds because he's the only guy on the team with a pulse. You over there playing with Johnny Flynn and all that. It's like, what? Like,
well, yo, Kevin Love almost made the playoffs a couple times in the West with that. That was when the West was dominant too.
bum. He's a bum. But he took the 2018 team. That was crazy. 2015 when that was crazy, and then the 017 was crazy. But he lost all 3 times. So you can't be the greatest and you don't seal the deal.
Yeah, a whole bunch of.
But you gotta seal the deal.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. But props to Jimmy Butler. Him performing like this in the playoffs is probably gonna lure some star player to the Heat now.
Maybe Antetokounmpo.
Because to me, Antetokounmpo is gonna do the Kevin Durant. I'm gonna jump on a team that's ready to rock and roll and
I don't know if he's gonna do that actually.
Try to get a ring.
I think he's one of those dudes. I don't know, man. He's striking me as weird. He's like one of those dudes that might go to the Knicks.
There's always that one guy that want to take the Knicks' money and be the man in New York. There's always that one guy. I don't know if Giannis is that guy, but there's always one guy, you know what I mean? Carmelo, Amari Stoudemire. There's always somebody that's lurking around that want that shine.
I mean, what can the Bucks do though? The only thing they can do right now is possibly get Paul George because Clippers want to get rid of him.
Me personally, I would try to get Bradley Beal.
They don't have the pieces to get Bradley Beal.
You give up Middleton for Bradley Beal.
Would you do that if you were Washington?
What's Washington playing for? They still giving John Wall $100 million.
Yeah, right. But they're not. They know what they have though. They know they can get more than that. Let me ask you this question, right? If you were the Warriors,
yeah,
number 2 pick, you got Andrew Wiggins, right? What would you do?
Oh, I thought you took. If I'm the Bucks, I'm not taking that. If I'm the Bucks, you can't give me Andrew Wiggins and a number 2 pick and think you getting Giannis.
No, not Giannis. I'm talking about if you were the Warriors.
If I'm the Warriors,
you can actually pretty much do a lot with that. You go almost, I don't want to say almost, but you can get any third star you want. Third star.
But like who though?
You can't get a Kawhi or something like that, but you can get like just think about the teams that are losing that have good players, right? The number 2 pick is hope. You can always say, oh, I got rid of this guy so I can get, number 2 player is supposed to be a star.
Yeah.
They can, selling a number 2 pick to your fan base is.
They're going to have to pull to me, the Warriors to get a third player, they're going to have like, who? That's my whole thing. Who?
They can probably get Bradley Beal.
But does Bradley Beal fit in with what they got going on?
Hell yeah. The only problem.
How? He the same size as Steph Curry.
I was about to say the only thing is he's kind of small.
He's small.
All right. So if I were them.
Because you got to remember, the West they was running through is different now. Like you got LeBron and AD on one team. Yeah. Like the Lakers is coming with a big ass team. Even the Clippers, they
big ass team. Everybody seems to think they don't need big men.
The Lakers got a giant team, and then you look at the Clippers, and their team is built to guard the perimeter.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So that's what I'm saying. So they're gonna give you problems. Then you look at the Nuggets. The Nuggets got a big ass team.
Yeah.
The Mavs got Luka Doncic running point. They got a big ass team.
Yeah.
So you getting Bradley Beal is like a lateral, like you're not going nowhere with that.
It would make you dangerous offensively. I don't know.
Yeah, but
yeah, there's 2 things they can do. They can get Bradley Beal probably with that, or I mean, I'm trying to think of who else is out there. I actually had a great scenario that I would. Oh,
Right.
I would do.
Huh?
And I would say, I'll give you the number 2 pick in Andrew Wiggins for Ben Simmons. You want to get rid of Ben Simmons so bad, right? Because he can't shoot. With the Warriors, what they can do with that size and that speed, right? Ben Simmons guard, or you can let Ben Simmons play Anthony Davis. Shit, Andre Iguodala is playing Anthony Davis.
I think Ben Simmons is being underrated.
Exactly.
He's being underrated. He's a monster. I know if I'm the, you know who I'm going after if I'm the Warriors? Give me Brandon Ingram.
What?
Give me Brandon Ingram.
Well,
Brandon Ingram's better than Andrew Wiggins. Huh?
I'll give up Andrew Wiggins. I ain't giving up my
Yeah. No. One or the other. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'll give me Brandon Ingram could fit in with them and play their style. I'm not saying he great or nothing like that, but I'm saying that's the kind of lanky. I could play on the perimeter. I could do my own thing with the ball. You know what I mean? He like Kevin Durant light. You know what I'm saying? He's not that nice, but he's that vain. He got some length. Maybe I mean, you know what I'm saying? They to me, everybody talking like, oh, they're gonna bounce back, and oh, they got the number 2 pick, and they get man, who? No, I don't see who's gonna help them.
I would go to the Sixers and be like, yo, which one you want? Like, you obviously don't want both of them.
But if I'm the Sixers, I'm not getting rid of Ben Simmons.
I'm not either, but I mean,
I'm not getting. You got to have Embiid.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I would say. But that's not the way they're thinking, apparently.
I'm not getting. If I'm the Sixers, I'm not trading Ben Simmons. Yeah, he can't shoot, but he 16, 8 and 8, and he's all defense, and he's 6'10", and he's a point guard.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting rid of him. Not for Joel Embiid. Not over Joel Embiid.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Who be loafing?
Yeah, if I was the Warriors, I'm asking which one are you getting rid of? You getting rid of Joel Embiid? Okay. Well,
but the number 2 pick, I mean,
they'll take a young player, Andrew Wiggins. I mean, remember, Andrew Wiggins scores 20 points a game. Like, he's not a bum. You know what I mean?
No, he's a bum.
No, you can score 20. Anybody who scores 20 points a game is good for somebody.
But in today's NBA, 20 points is really like 15.
Yeah, true. Well, true. Like what you're saying is true. But the way he gets his points is you could just give him the ball and say, go give me a bucket. It's not like Tobias Harris's 20 points. You know what I'm saying?
He's a bum too.
No, I mean, but Tobias Harris would fit in with the Warriors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a catch and shoot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
spoon feed me. He's a spoon feed me kind of guy.
So I would be asking for. I'll be trying to get Joel and Tobias Harris. Honestly, but Andrew Wiggins' contract is the only one that matches up.
But they got a trade exception too. I think the Warriors, so they could take like a $20 million contract on. Okay. So they might be able to do that, but if I'm the Sixers, I take that because I get up out of that Tobias Harris contract. Yeah. You can have that. And then you got Drew Wiggins for like 2 more seasons?
Yeah, you got Andrew Wiggins for 2 more seasons. You already got Al Horford, so I guess Joel Embiid could, you know what I'm saying, bounce. Joel
Embiid he ain't it, man.
And then you're gonna pick up either LaMelo Ball or whoever they think is good.
That's what I'm saying. The Warriors are trying to rob somebody right now. They trying to put a ski mask on and rob somebody.
Yeah, I mean, think about it though. I mean, you can these drafts though. That's the crazy thing. They thought the Kyrie Irving draft was a bum draft. It's Kyrie Irving and nobody else. Yeah, because you picked Derek Williams number 2. He sucks. But
what happened to him?
He's garbage. I don't know.
I heard he was selling sandwiches at Subway. No. He was rapping. He make a mean panini. I heard. I heard Derek Williams make a mean panini.
Yeah, I have no idea. But so you never know with the drafts. Kawhi Leonard. No, if you look back on that draft now, you'd be like, damn.
He should have been number 1.
Everybody coming into that draft is like, this is a horrible draft. This is one draft. I mean, this is one guy. is Kyrie Irving, and then the rest of same thing
Yeah.
with that they think are bad. There's always the best players like a Paul George, 13, Kawhi Leonard was 14. Nobody knew who they were. You know? So, I mean, if you do your due diligence,
even though to me, Paul George is like, yo, man, you talk about somebody's career just like going down the toilet, man. This dude is killing his career, man.
Yeah, and he was nice too. You know what's funny? He's nice. Like he's the dude you look at the park and you be like, oh, he nice.
Yo, he's tearing the park up, but then he go to the game. It's like, what happened? Shit is off the side of the backboard. What is that? Yo, he's terrible, man. He's terrible now. I wouldn't want him. You couldn't trade him to my team. And the crazy shit to me is that he could have been a Laker. He turned down playing with LeBron because he didn't want to deal with whatever that came with. And then he went and like, oh, I'm gonna go play with Kawhi and overtake LeBron, and didn't realize there was gonna be pressure.
Yeah.
And you wind up wetting yourself, like looking crazy.
It's crazy, man.
He ain't got his reputation is shitty right now. But I got a question for you. Okay, all right. So I was watching something and they said Luka Doncic, right, is the next all-time great player.
The next, like nobody in front of him?
Nobody in front of him, like LeBron, KD, Luka, like.
Nah.
So my question to you is, how many years you think it's going to take Luka to win a ring? Because to me, he's not even in that group of next up to win a ring.
No, not at all.
He like 19 or 20.
I think the Warriors can win one before he can win one.
Who?
Warriors.
I don't know. I mean,
depending on what they do, they got the tools. I mean, when you think about the Mavs, somebody's gonna have to go down and join them. Like, after these dudes do their greatness, if you look at the NBA, right, when somebody has a breakout season, this isn't his breakout season. I guess last year was when he was a rookie, but when they have these breakout seasons, right, the next year after that, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, or I'm trying to think of another example for you.
Even the Celtics, after they went to the conference finals.
Like when they have when a young guy has a breakout season, he's tamed for a little bit. That's why they start asking those questions. When's he gonna win? When's he gonna win? When's he gonna win? When's he gonna win?
Yeah.
That's because the expectations get up here before he's up there.
Mm-hmm.
And they crown him a little bit too early when people are kind of, pieces move around in the NBA. A lot of stuff gotta go right for people to win rings. You know what I'm saying? And the way it is now, it's almost, to keep it honest with you, it's almost like a crapshoot, right? Like before.
I mean, it seems like anybody could win it now.
No. Now it's like you don't.
Not this year, because clearly the Lakers.
I'm just talking about period, right? Like you can't bet next year now. You don't know what the teams are gonna do.
Yeah, no.
You never know. These dudes hop, jump, skip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before you could just, this guy right here. Before, it was a little easier to tell. Because you knew that guy was going to be with the team for 7-8 years. You know what I'm saying? You knew who was going to be there pretty much every year. You knew, Patrick Ewing, he's going to have a year when he gets to or this guy's going to, Akeem is going to, you can kind of tell before that happens, right?
Yeah. So who you think the team of the future is?
I mean, like you said, it's hard to tell. Who's to say that 2 years or 3 years from 2 years from now, Bradley, because
I like the Nuggets.
Possibly. I mean, look, if everybody stays put.
And they team is wrapped up for like the next 3-4 seasons.
If everybody stays put, yes. But you never know who's going to be with who's going to join up with who and make it impossible for them to win.
Right.
I'm trying to say that Giannis isn't going to join the Brooklyn Nets. And
yeah, you never know. I don't trust Giannis. I don't trust him.
You know what I'm saying? So you never know. Like I had no idea. You can't tell. I can't predict it. You have to be able to predict the future now in order to say anything about.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody changed because first they were saying Giannis want to go to the Warriors. Now they saying he might want to go to the Heat.
Yeah,
He's
like
saying he only want to stay with the Bucks. So it's like
now you don't got to be locked up. Like now you can have 4 years left in your contract and demand a trade.
Or you could get smart. Like look at the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George can leave after next season.
Yeah.
And one of them gonna leave after next season.
Yeah. So
if they both don't leave after next season. Because that team is not that good.
No. They're not. Well, they're better than what Doc got out of them, honestly.
He needed to get fired. He living off the hype of that one ring.
That one ring, bro.
I don't want to hear it. Because real talk, he should have squeezed at least 2 out of that team.
He had at least 2. He should have got 2. KG did get hurt, but he had a good enough team. You know, they lost to Orlando. They could have.
He got hurt in 09. All right.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But the next year, you know.
Don't tell me they lost because of Kendrick Perkins. Like, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know. Who?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Another question for you, Ed.
What's up?
How terrible is Russell Westbrook?
I mean, I don't think terrible.
Does he get a bad rap or is he terrible?
I mean, here's the thing, right? It's like the media builds you out to break you down, right? Instead of just accepting what you are. You know what I'm saying? So they built him up too high when he was getting those triple doubles.
Yeah.
And now he's getting killed a little bit too much because he was playing with that bum Mike D'Antoni.
But I'm saying, okay, when did he come in the league? Like 09, 08?
He's a number 2 guy. He's number 2 guy on a championship team.
But he hasn't changed his game or developed his game at all.
He needs
his whole career.
First of all, this is what he needs, right? He's had, me and Rodney was talking about this. He had Scott Brooks. He had Billy Donovan. These dudes that shouldn't be NBA coaches, number 1.
Yeah, shitty coaches.
He should have went to the Heat.
And Mike D'Antoni.
He should have went to the Heat. He needs a strong head coach to tell you to Riley, you know, to get some. He needs somebody that could check him.
Oh, so you saying he should have went with Jimmy Butler?
Remember, that's what they were going to trade him to. Everybody, the favorite was the Heat.
Yeah, the Heat or the Raptors. I remember they were trying to get him to the Raptors too.
So I mean, had he went to the Heat and he had a better structure. He's one of those guys that needs to like a structured environment. Like, you know how somebody
somebody got to put the shackles on his game.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean, and get the best out of him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, do this. This is what you do. We want you to do this, but you need to play defense, number 1.
Yeah.
You know, number 2.
Because he hasn't developed his game at all. Like,
no, he's not a 3-point shooter, and you know, get to the basket. He's still respected around the basket. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's still
athletic.
When he comes to you full speed, he still gains a lot of respect. Like, I mean, he still gains a lot of respect from people. Like,
he's dangerous,
He's dangerous. Like, you know what I mean? So if he could have got with a team where they just put him in a position to win, to put him in position to do the only things that he does, right?
Yeah. I don't know, man. To me, he just never developed. Like, he never changed his game. Like,
not at all, man.
Before he used to have a midi, he lost the midi.
Yeah, I don't know.
He can't shoot threes.
Yeah, that year the last great year he had was the year with Melo and Paul George. That was when they lost to the Jazz, when he was going back and forth with Donovan Mitchell. Remember, he was scoring 40 and
that was another Paul George
7 points.
Pandemic P moment. It's like, what is that?
Well, they had the wrong guy with the ball. They should have been giving it to Melo, apparently, right?
Oh, Melo. Is Melo ever gonna win a ring?
I'm gonna say no, because he's not gonna go to a team that's gonna put him in a position to win the ring. Like if he would go to the Lakers or something like if the Lakers had got him, yeah. Or if the Clippers maybe had him come off the bench.
I'm saying if the Lakers got Jared Dudley,
yeah,
and Markieff Morris on the court, then Melo could play.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if Melo gets the offensive rebound, like Markieff Morris got on the last play of the game, he's shooting the ball.
Yeah.
He's not throwing the shit in the crowd.
No, most definitely.
He's shooting it.
He's still a guy you could give the ball to and move out the way. He could still cook anybody one-on-one. He could still, honestly, he could demand a double team. Like I saw his last game he played against.
You're going too far.
Oh, they were doubling Melo with the Lakers.
That's only because they wanted to end the series in 5 games, man. You don't got to double Melo. He's 40 years old.
No, when he gets in the post, he can score 3 or 4 times in a row. If you just give him the ball in the post and he has an advantage down there, yeah, you are going to double him. But
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, if he goes to a team that puts him in a role like he's a 6th man on a championship team, most definitely.
Yeah, he should be. Look, next year the Lakers need to bring him in for Morris.
Yeah.
Markieff Morris don't need to wear that purple and gold anymore, man. That was horrible.
You think he would have hit that shot, that Danny Green shot?
Melo?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like I said, if he was on the court instead of Morris, he would have got the rebound and shot it.
Yeah, you're right.
He wouldn't have threw it in the crowd. He would have shot the ball. They had 5-6 seconds left when he got the ball. And this nigga spent 3 seconds throwing the ball up in the air out of bounds. It's like, what was that? What the hell was that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And another thing I wanted to ask you, which is crazy to me, right? You know, everybody's making a big deal about him going to 3 different teams.
Yeah.
And winning 3 different finals MVPs. I mean, honestly, Kawhi Leonard could have did it this year too. So it ain't that special.
No.
It's just a simple fact that everybody used to stay with their team. Michael
Jordan, we already broke that down. It's like you manufactured
3 teams. Exactly. So, and it's not like you just went to teams as is and championship.
Like, I mean, at first it looked like he was doing that with the Lakers. Like, oh shit, you just gonna sign with the Lakers? Like,
yeah, that would have been crazy if he did that. But then you got Anthony Davis. Yeah. So, you know,
and I think AD, I mean, he's special, yo.
He is special. I mean,
he's special, man.
Trust him either. Sometimes, but I mean, like, he'll give you what you need. Like, he's especially a team like the NBA. If the NBA is gonna go small,
nobody can stop him right now.
I mean, Andre Iguodala is really pretty. That shouldn't happen. Jimmy Butler and Andre Iguodala shouldn't be able to play Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, he got some of that timid behavior like LeBron. Like, yo, what's up, man? Like, it's like, yo, the first 2 games, it's like, oh shit, he's the next guy. He's the best player in the league right now. He's gonna win Finals MVP, and it's almost like LeBron paid him to chill.
Yeah.
He been chilling. Then the last game he hurt. That's the thing. He always on the floor limping and shit. It's like, come on, son, we need you. Like.
Most definitely.
But to me, I don't see a big dude in the league better than Anthony Davis. I think he gonna end up being one of them guys, like one of them all-time great guys.
I think he maybe. I don't see him being the best guy on the team and winning the ring though. Everybody here.
We gotta see how he act. Everybody see how he act after he win the ring.
Everybody here is forgetting who I think is the best player in the league. Didn't play this year.
KD?
Yeah.
I mean.
That Nets team, first of all, that Nets team got some grown men on it, right? They got DeAndre Jordan and Jared Allen on the same team. They would match up great with the Lakers.
Yeah, no, they'd be a problem for the Lakers. They'll be a problem for the Lakers. But we got to see KD off the Achilles, though.
Yeah, I mean, if he's the same KD.
If he come back 95%, oh yeah, they're gonna wreck the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, exactly.
They're gonna eat all of them niggas up for breakfast. That's not even like That ain't gonna be competitive. They're gonna smoke the East. And then it's gonna come down to, excuse me, who's tougher? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because KD already showed he's not afraid of LeBron.
Exactly.
He's not afraid of LeBron. But he's no different than LeBron when it comes to like, oh, I'm gonna just jump on a team ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean? That's why I asked you about Russell Westbrook, because it's like, okay, you had KD, you ain't do shit with KD. Then you had Paul George, you ain't do shit with Paul George.
Russell Westbrook to me is one of those guys. I don't know if you noticed, like, you know, the go to the veterans. Those vet teams, those are the ones that win the rings. You know, those old ass Boston teams, they got to the finals twice. They had no business getting, you know. You know what I mean? Those young teams like Boston still can't get to the finals, right?
They're years away.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then you got this Jimmy Butler, Goran Dragic showing up out of nowhere. He's 34. Miami Heat team. You know what I mean? Jay Crowder. You know, they got some rookies sprinkled in there, but, you know.
I think that's more, to me, that's more the bubble.
Yeah, it could be.
And Toronto, they took a step down. The 76ers took a step down. The Celtics, they like you said, they not really ready to win it all. And the Nets wasn't there. So that's how you get Miami in the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Giannis, he another guy not developing his game.
Yeah, exactly. He's
just getting shape. It's like, okay, you got muscles, all right.
Yeah, you can run and dunk.
We saw Dwight Howard do that. We saw Russell Westbrook do that. They ain't gonna get you no wins, bro.
So to me, Russell Westbrook needs to get with a veteran team, players who can stop the BS, get the best out of them. You see Udonis Haslem out there screaming at dudes, right? You know what I mean? He needs Eric Spoelstra. He needs Pat Riley's culture, get in the best shape. You know what I mean? And then play his role. Like, you have those teams like the Pistons sometimes, right? Where there's no star. They got, like, you know what I mean? Russell Westbrook's a star, but in name at least. But
I mean, he's an MVP, so we can't disrespect him.
I think he might get later on in his career with a team of multiple stars. Like, let's say, you know, he goes to Miami and Paul George goes to Miami and he finally figures out and he's not scared no more because now he's the third or fourth option instead of the second option. And you got a whole bunch of veterans and one of those type of rings. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he's because he can't play with a star neither. So it has to be like a Jimmy Butler type of star that he's playing with.
Yeah.
Now, you know,
a cast of characters type of team.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? He can't play with a KD or LeBron, or he can't play with that guy.
Because he thinks he's that guy.
Yeah.
He think like, oh, I'm on your level. It's like, no, man. You know what I mean? No. How you didn't win a ring with KD on your team?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was good having you on, bro.
It was great, B.
We're going to definitely do a part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, anytime, man.
Like I said, you already know. I already told you I want to have you on as my regular. And
no doubt.
To, you know what I mean, the pop culture.
No doubt. Yeah, we got next time oh snap. What happened? Oh snap, my battery dying. But next time we gotta talk about hip hop.
I was gonna get there, but the NBA thing got kind of long.
We was talking for mad long on the NBA.
Exactly, you know what I mean? But I want to thank you for coming on. I want
no doubt.
Probably, I mean, if we could do it again like next week, that'd be cool.
Let me know anytime, B. I'm here.
No doubt, man. All right, bro.
All right, yo. Peace.